Hi, I'm Chris Kepler, and welcome to Does This Happen to You? I'm an actor, voice actor, audiobook narrator, and writer. I love telling and sharing stories about the strange experiences my friends and I have while doing mundane things like grocery shopping. That's why this podcast features funny stories from fantastic writers about our daily anomalies, a micro audiobook about life and befuddlement just for you. Our story this week is from B.B. Nicholson, who you'll find on Medium.com. And here is it true blondes have more fun? I decided to find out. When I was in the 5th grade, my best friend liked to torment me. The way she did it was by flipping her long blonde hair and singing, "Is it true blondes have more fun?" My hair was dark, almost black, and she told me over and over that blondes were prettier. Blondes had more fun, and she was glad she was blonde instead of having hair like mine. The Clairol commercial for hair lightener was a big thing back then, and that's where she got her ideas. Maybe you're wondering why we were best friends. The only way I can explain it is we were in 5th grade. When she wasn't taunting me, we were climbing trees, exploring the neighborhood, and figuring out ways to earn money to buy a mail-order parakeet. Eventually, my friend and I grew up and grew apart. But I never grew apart from my sister, who was also a blonde. She was the center of attention everywhere we went. Men were drawn to her. Women called her the life of the party, and she was our father's favorite. He called her his Spanish blonde because of her light hair and dark eyes. There is a video on one of those old-fashioned movie reels that you project onto a screen. This was before the days of iPhones and digital cameras. Of my sister shoving me out of the way when the movie camera zoomed in on us. She had blonde hair down to her waist, and I was a bald toddler. I toddled into view just long enough to get pushed back out of sight so she could continue her dance, which consisted of swinging her hair back and forth. So is it any surprise that I decided late in life to become a blonde? I had arrived at middle age and I wanted a change, so I marched into a hair salon and said, "Make me blonde." The first take didn't work. My hair ended up light brown, which I considered worse than black, although looking back, it was a pretty shade with some reddish highlights. But that's not what I wanted, so the hairstylist did a redo, and I emerged from the salon with the blonde hair I had long coveted. It was good timing. I started a new job the next week, and nobody had known me as a brunette. I got all kinds of attention. Men flirted. Young girls admired me. My husband didn't recognize the back of my head in church and sat down beside a skinny little brunette woman before realizing his mistake. At work, I became known as the cute little blonde. But there was a downside. The roots grew out dark, very dark. I was constantly going to the salon to have them touched up, and my hair started to dry out. One day when my regular hairstylist was out, I went to a different salon, and a flamboyant guy named Ulrich worked on my hair. It turned bright orange, exactly the color of a carrot.